hands on it, which is very true for lots of the jewelry that he brings us. This is red coral. Jay, oh, you actually brought in red coral. You used to do tons of this, but we haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, you know, in this material, in coral, I've been saying this for a long time, and I think I bear this out. You don't see a lot of coral from me anymore. And it will, down the road, it'll be to the point eventually where you won't see any coral whatsoever. Every year it gets tougher and tougher. You know, I have good resources as far as this, but all of the coral that we have, that we're showing you, is not new harvest. It's all old harvest. You know, most of it was harvested, a lot of it in the late 70s, the 80s. I don't have any material that was harvested in the 90s. I mean, everything is. I think the 80s is the last years that they actually got any material, and so you just gotta wait for it to free up, and every now and then somebody will give me a call and we'll have it. The big thing with coral, it's protected under the CITES program, which I totally support 1,000%. And so coral is one of the things that's protected under CITES. And so you just don't wake up one day and decide that you're going to become a coral vendor. All corals, I guarantee you, any coral, especially that comes in the United States, but it's almost any country of the 156 countries that are signed up for the CITES program, any of those countries that you cannot just ship coral in. It has to have all the bona fides, all of the documentation. Right. So there's just not a lot of the rough anymore. It's protected. Nothing here is endangered or anything like that. It has to have all the CITES permits, show that it was legally harvested, that it's not in danger, the whole 9 yards. I just like coral. You know, we used to do every color. Suzanne and I have been together forever. I mean, back right. in the day, we used to have. We had black coral. Yeah. We had gold coral. We had yellow coral, blue coral. I mean, we had every color of the rainbow of coral, and it was actually one of what I call the big three. We did turquoise, opal, and coral. Right. But now it's very, very difficult to get it. This is kind of a unique look. It's kind of like almost like a magenta type color to it. It's very, very hard. It takes a beautiful polish, and it's got a very, very, very different color to it. And most people, just so you know, when you buy coral, you know, a lot of people have the misconception that coral's like a plant. And another thing that the misconception that a lot of people have with coral is they think that coral only grows in warm waters. So when you think of coral, you always think of the Bahamas or the Caribbean right. or Mediterranean, right? You know, you always think of some tropical type kind of setting, you know, sure. You know, Hawaii. That, you know, like, you know, you always, that's what, when people think of coral, that's what they think. But do you know, I've been fishing in Alaska and think I really got a whopper. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, wow. I mean, I got like a 200-pounder, right? And you pull it up and it's a little piece of coral. No right? way. That's so cool. You know, coral grows in warm water more so than cold water, but it grows everywhere. That's interesting. And what it is, it's really, you're buying somebody's house. Right. You're buying somebody's condo, right? And what it is, sea creature's condo. it is. There's little. They look like, if you can you can't really see them with the naked eye, but they're called polyps, and they look like little starfish. And what a polyp does is it attaches itself to something. And when it does that, as it's feeding, it secretes calcium carbonate. That's one of the things. So you only do find it in salt water. You don't find coral in fresh water. Mm-hmm. It has to be salt water with the minerals. And they build this up. So they build it up over hundreds, if not millions of years on coral. A lot of the corals coral beds are literally millions of years old. Most of the coral, at least, is in 50 to 100 years old. I mean, you know, it's constantly forming, but a lot of the coral that you're seeing here is at, you know, minimum over 100 years old. Yeah. So it's really something unique. It's different. Like I said, it's something that I just love working with. I enjoy it. but it is protected. So there, eventually, you just won't really see any coral. You know, like when I used to go to Tucson, one of the big things in Tucson is used to be 10, 12, 14 years ago, you would go there and they had, a lot of people had coral for sale, and you would buy the coral rough. In fact, that was one of the main markets where we got our coral rough. Right. Now, you literally see zero and haven't seen any for I can't even remember the last Tucson event.
But Jay, here's what okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what I'm amazed is how big it is, too. I mean, and again, very limited. Everybody's been waiting on this, right? Because if you've watched Jay for a long time, you go, man, he hasn't done coral in forever. I just want to give you an idea. If this was a ring, just because I think perspective is so important on Jay's pieces, if that were a ring, look how many carats that ring would be just on that one stone. I mean, that's a really nice big size ring. Now, multiply that by multiple pieces. Obviously, it graduates to smaller in the back, but that's substantial. So if you are looking for that coral necklace that we haven't seen in forever, we have maybe 350 left, with not even counting everybody who's either .com or you're calling in. This one's gonna be sold out. And Jay, sorry to interrupt you on that one. I just wanna let everybody get an update because it is extremely limited at this point, and it's because we have waited a very long time for coral. That is phenomenal. And I gotta tell you, to get such a big piece and pieces of coral in one necklace, that's almost impossible for Jay to do. By the way, that's brand new. Also want to show you this. Now,